Welcome to another edition of Food Folks Fun, where we highlight some of the most interesting places and people across Southeast Michigan. Each week, we wrap up the latest happenings on the food scene, and we'll profile another rising star within our community in our Folks segment. And we'll hit you with some major news coming out of Ann Arbor on the hardwood, while the Lions got some great news as they begin preparations for their 2025 season. But let's begin with what is on the menu this week. And we're going to bring some New Orleans flavor to your homes with this week's food segment as we take a trip to Craw Creole, located not too far from Depot Town. Now, immediately, what jumped off the menu from my taste buds was the Craw Feast, also known as their epic seafood broil, which is loaded with king crab, snow crab, succulent mussels, fresh clams, juicy shrimp, flavorful crawfish, sweet corn, tender potatoes, and andouille sausage. All of this tossed in their signature Craw seasoned Cajun butter. Now, if that dish alone doesn't get your mouth watering, you might need to check your pulse. And if you still need a little more to fill up your belly, feel free to add one of their many choice sides, including coconut bread, corn on the cob, or the traditional mac and cheese, which will always be a personal favorite of mine. Now, if you're in need of a late night snack, Craw Creole is open until midnight every day, and they keep the party going until 3 a.m. on Saturdays and Mondays. All right, now let's shift gears to our folk segment. Let's highlight a superstar artist out of Ypsilanti, Michigan, who goes by the name of Curtis Wallace and is originally from Flint, Michigan. Wallace has over 37 years of experience specializing in acrylic portraiture. His journey spans over many horizons, including roles in education and community service, along with work in childcare technology and special education, where he integrated arts to support diverse learning needs. He has a vast array of clients, including BET, PBS, HBO Max, MLive, and the Magnolia Network, along with a host of others. Finally, we're going to press play on our fun segment, where huge news came out of Ann Arbor this week when Makari Moore, who finished a legendary career with the Huron River Rats this past season, officially signed with the Pitt Panthers out of the ACC, where he will pursue his collegiate career. Moore finished his career at Huron as the school's all-time leading scorer after breaking a record that stood since 1979. Moore finished third in the voting for Michigan's Mr. Basketball as the top senior in the state. And some great news coming out of the Lions camp this week as star defensive lineman Aiden Hutchinson announced to the media this week that he is fully recovered from his broken leg, which he suffered last season at Dallas. Now, he has been given the green light from doctors to resume full contact for the upcoming 2025 season. Hutchinson was off to a career start to his season, garnering more than 7 sacks in his first 5 games, which earned him the NFC's Defensive Player of the Month in September. Hutchinson will get his first taste of action when Detroit opens their season on the road at Green Bay on September 7th. As for the first-place Tigers, they're in the midst of a 6-game homestand through the weekend, which begins with a 3-game series against the Guardians, followed by another 3-game set with the Giants. So, that is a look at your Food Folks Fun weekly wrap-up. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe Food Folks Fun on YouTube and all of your social media platforms. And if you would like to have a community member or a favorite restaurant of yours featured on our weekly podcast, be sure to find us on foodfolksfun.com and give us a shout. I am JB Ricks, aka The Ricks Review, signing off.